in the
Recording
same
in
way.
progress.
One example also I showed you how we can import and export. Technically, why you need these namespaces and how to work with them. Actually, when you are building libraries, so when we are building libraries for any project, we have some project, and on this project we have two teams. For example, we have team 1 and team 2. These teams, the team 1, team 2, these teams are working on different modules. For example, one team is building one module, another team is building another module like that. Now, what happens is in this team is building a class 1 and or class A, and another team is also building the same class A. That means actually two different modules are present. So we have a module 1 and a module 2. These two modules are having same classes. So now we need to use them in our project. That means we need to use them in a component. In a component, we want to use class A. That means now what is the point here is we have to import and class A from, so that is module 1, and we have to import the same class A from module 2. What do you say? Is it possible? First point is you may be thinking like why two modules have same classes. No, you never seen that. For example, you learned string functions. Tell me some string functions. You learned some string functions. Tell me some string functions. String methods. String methods, you have like index of, last index of, slice. They are present in array also. Array also have same methods. No? Array also have slice. Array also have two index of, last index of. That means is same name method, same name class may be present in two different modules. Then you imported like this. Tell me, is it possible to import like this or not? Is it possible to import like this? Class A from module 1, class A from module 2. Even if it is possible to import, now I created an object. I created an object for class A. Now this object belongs to which class? Is it belonging to module 1 class A or is it belonging to module 2 class A? This is one of the major issue that we will face in building a library. That means these kind of ambiguous issues will come. So you have two different modules, but with the same class. Then you imported from two different modules. It is possible. Why? Because in React also you have seen, for example, you have a material UI. In material UI, you have a button class. MUI have a button class. And in jQuery also there is a button class. Or some other library is also having a button class. Then we have a conflict when you create an object. So that means at large scale, when we are building library, then we will face a problem of having same name classes, same name modules. In that case, to reduce the problem in ambiguous issues, we have a technique called namespace. What is advantage of namespace is the namespace allows you to create an object like this. Actually, namespace is nothing but we have a namespace and project. In that namespace, you have another namespace, some contracts or components. Actually, namespace is a collection of members. Now, in this namespace, what you can do is we can have a class. We can have a class. Now, what is the advantage here is now how you can create an object for this. You can create an object for this by using let object is equal to, it is in project, in components, in that class A. That looks better. That means every module have its own namespace. Then you don't have a problem. That means you can say that this belongs to which module? Module 1. And that means this is module 1 class A. You created an object for that. If you don't have this hierarchy, then you will just have to mention class A. Then same class may have maybe in two different modules. Namespace allow to classify the content in this way. So at a large scale, libraries are built by using namespaces. Actually, in your React, you will not use it, but just having an idea is important. Why you will not use? Because you will use if you are involved in building complicated libraries for a project. Majority of situation, what is your job? Already libraries are built. You have to just use them and build an application. Building library is not your job every time. Senior architects will be there. They are responsible for building the library required for the application. As a developer or fresher, beginner developer, your job is use that library and build the application. For which purpose, which library they built, how it works, they will give you all the details. You have to just import, use it. People who are involved in building complex libraries, they usually use this namespace. Let's see how this works. So technically, so here namespace is a collection of related type of components and sub namespace. Collection of related type of component and sub namespace. So it allows to create a complex hierarchy of elements, a complex hierarchy of classes, contracts, templates, and templates, which you can implement and customize. A complex hierarchy of classes which you can implement and customize. So, how this namespace works? Namespace and parent. In that namespace, child. In this, you can have contracts, templates, components, everything you can keep inside the namespace. That is the point. Interfaces, abstract classes, everything you can keep inside a namespace. Generally, if it is not a namespace, then it is considered as a module. Suppose you created a interface. That interface is considered as a module. Interface is considered as module. Suppose you created the template, and generally where you create interfaces and templates, you create in a TS file. The TS file is considered as what? Module. The TypeScript file is considered as a module. So now instead of directly module, you are having a namespace. Then how do you import and use it? So to import any namespace, so you have to use triple slash reference directive. We have a triple slash reference directive. Generally, modules are imported directly with module import statement. But namespaces you cannot directly use by using import. For that, you need a reference. This reference directive is used to import a namespace so that we can use the namespace. Let's see how. And actually, you can directly use a fully qualified namespace reference, or you can alias namespace. So namespaces, while working with namespaces, this term is very important. Fully qualified reference and alias of namespace, aliasing of namespace. That means usually we will have triple slash directive reference path is equal to the file dot ts, that is the file name. Reference path is equal to this. Now what we do is we have to use the namespace. There are two techniques. When you create an object, you can create as parent dot child dot the class name. You can put like this. This is actually what this is fully qualified. Reference of fully qualified. Aliasing is nothing but what you can do let some class name is equal to, you have to not let, we have to import class name is equal to parent dot child dot class name. This is called aliasing. In aliasing, what you can do now, let obj is equal to new class name. You don't need fully qualified now, because that fully qualified is imported into a alias name, and that alias name you can use for creating objects. Because actually in real world, lengthy hierarchies will be there for namespace. That is aliasing of namespace. So let's see how we can use this. First, I will create a project. I will create a library in our TypeScript project. Okay, so in this project, I will add this hierarchy again so that you can understand. See, in this project, we are creating a new folder, library. In the library, we have files, folders. Contracts is one folder, templates another folder, components another folder. So now what we need to do is, let's go to the contract and add a new contract, product contract.ts. Now this time, remember, if you directly create some interface, it becomes a module system. In that module system, you have a interface, you can import and use it in any place. But now we will create a namespace, and the namespace name I given as project. In this project namespace, we can have sub namespace. This namespace is contracts. In this contracts, we will maintain contracts. That means all contracts are present in a sub namespace called contracts. In another file, another contract can be there, right? So here, when you mention a namespace inside namespace, this is not accessible outside. Then you have to mark this as what? Export. Export that namespace. In that export interface, that is product contract. And according to the rules, it is having name, price, number, quantity is number, and total is a method which returns number, and print is a method which is void. This is how a good library is built at large scale. It is not necessary that everybody have to use these namespaces. Remember, this namespace word belongs to majority Microsoft languages. Microsoft language people already know these words. You may be first time hearing about namespace, but the people who are related to Microsoft technologies, they already use this namespace concept in their libraries, like Visual C++, .NET, C Sharp .NET, so VB.NET. They already have this concept. All Microsoft languages have a namespace concept in the modern technologies they have. So it may be new for you, but it's a very old concept, and it is now you you are knowing it as new because you are new to Microsoft language. TypeScript is an Microsoft language. Already from 15-20 years, Microsoft language have these namespace concepts. Only people from other technologies, when they first time learning a Microsoft language, for them it is new. But actually, it is present in so many languages of Microsoft. They already use this hierarchy everywhere. So now we save this. Okay, let's go to the template. In the templates, we have to create a product template .ts. In this product template, we have to import the contract. How to import the contract? It is not in a module directly. If it is a module, we can just use what? Import. We have to use a triple slash, and we have to use triple slash reference directive. This have a path is equal to. It is present in a dot slash. It is present in what? Contracts. In the contracts, which one it is? Product contract, product contract dot what ts. That is the file. And actually, in this file, there is an interface. How you can access that interface? Using fully qualified name. Fully qualified name you can access. For example, we are creating a contract. How to create a contract? We know abstract. Here again, first namespace. What is the parent namespace? Project. In this project, again namespace. The child namespace is templates. In the templates, you mark these templates as export. In that you have export, abstract, class, and the class name is product template. Now this product template have to use the contract of this. Then it implements how to access the contract. Fully qualified. Fully qualified means what is the parent namespace? Parent namespace is project. In project, which namespace? Contracts. In contracts, which contract? Product contract. Like this, we have to import. But this is a lengthy hierarchy every time. So then what you can do, we can use aliasing. Aliasing is nothing but first what you do is you import. So product contract. You can give any short name. So equal to from where project dot contracts dot product contract. What is advantage now? You can directly use implements. What is it? Product contract. That looks better. You can use fully qualified every time, or you can define like this. Now, according to that, we will put here public name is a string, and here it is empty, right? So again, so we have a public price number and it is empty. So public quantity, quantity is a number, it is empty. And a abstract, public abstract total, total is a method, it returns a number. And public abstract, so print is a method which is void, that is a template available. So now this template, I given only two levels of hierarchy in namespace. There can be so many hierarchies of namespace. Now let's go to the components. Here, product component dot ts. In product component dot ts, we have to import reference. Reference path is equal to dot dot slash templates slash. We have a template called what? Product template dot ts. We have to import. After that, now we need to alias import product template. It is from project. Project have templates. In the templates, product template. Now we will have a namespace. The main namespace is project, and in that export sub namespace is what? Sub namespace is components. In the components, you will have a class export class product component. This extends which one? Product template. That is how we do. Now name is some name, and we have price is some price. We have quantity is equal to some quantity. Total is a method which returns this dot quantity into this dot price. And a print is a method which is going to print all the details, console.log. So we have name and this dot name and slash n price, this dot price and slash n quantity, this dot quantity and total. So this dot total. Okay, all these are defined perfectly. Now this is a lengthy hierarchy of design. This is very good to reduce all the ambiguity issues that you will face in libraries. So now our components are ready. We have to just use in your index. Let's go to the index. In the index, we have to import triple slash reference, reference path. Reference path is dot dot slash components slash, not components, actually it is in library. In library, not dot dot. Actually, index is directly present in src, so dot dot. Okay. Dot dot slash in that library slash in that what? Components. In the components, we have a component called product component dot what? Ts. That's fine. Now we will import product component and we will keep an alias project dot components dot product component. We will create an object for that product component. And through that object, we can access the print method directly. This is how we use. This is the namespace based library. This is not required daily, regularly in your project development, means React and all. But at higher level, it is very good to have a knowledge on this. So, because usually we build large scale libraries like this. Okay, now here another problem is that when you compile this file, only this file will be compiled. All the references are not compiled. That means those all files are not compiled and they are not added. Only these lines will be compiled. Then obviously it will show an error saying that I am unable to find this component because these files are linked through a reference and that reference files are not compiled directly. You can try that. First, let's try cdsrc and I am using, here I am saying tsc index.ts. After that, when I say node index.js, it is not compiled. It says project is not defined. But actually it is present in a library, it is not imported. So here, how do we compile the library which is namespace based? For that, what you have to do is tsc hyphen out file. We have to use an out file flag. And what is the target into which file you want to copy all the code? Index.js. Which content you want to copy? Index.ts. Index.ts. That means now this out file is going to compile everything and it is going to translate everything. Now you run node, what is it? Index.js. So it should get that and show. When I mention this out file, this is going to extract the code of all files that are linked and their output will be generated into which one? Index.js. If you look at index.js, you can see when you look index.js file and you see all others, JS is automatically generated. And index.js, you see complete code is extracted here. And remember, the code from contracts is here. The code from template is here. The code from the component is here and it is using. As I already told you, don't waste your time in understanding this file because in this lot of content is generated implicitly which is not shown to you. Don't think that by seeing this code I can understand how a template is created in JavaScript, how a contract is created in JavaScript. It's not possible because internally TypeScript will manage everything. So how to compile this file, that is very important. So you have to compile the reference libraries using uh, out file flag, using out file flag. Actually, latest version have changed that to out file. In old versions, we used to have like output files and all. So latest TypeScript have changed this. In old TypeScript, we used to have a lengthy process of converting. This out file is a new flag available from TypeScript 4 onwards. And we have to run like this: tsc out file index.js index.ts. So let me give you example. Add a new folder by name library and add folders, subfolders. We have contracts, templates, and components. Now, in the contracts, product contract.ts. Product contract.ts. This product contract, I will give the code. Let me copy that. This is the product contract. Next one, templates, product template.ts. This is the product template. Next one is components, product component.ts. Okay. And next one, src index.ts. In that, we have to import this. After that, compile tsc hyphen out file index.js index.ts. And now finally node run node index.js. This is all the basic process, the complete example. Without namespace, you can build the same. Without namespace, when you build the same, you have one option, that is what? If without namespace, if you build everything, you have to have one option, that is module. You have to import contract, you have to import directly template, and you can use it. And to compile it, you don't need a out file. Why? Because it by default recognizes and compiles. But with the namespace, this is the hierarchy you have to follow. This is all the important TypeScript knowledge you need to have to use TypeScript in any project. Even Angular people also. So this knowledge is enough. Angular, React, Vue, in any technology, wherever TypeScript is used, this knowledge of TypeScript is enough to build an application. Now let's see how to create a project of React with the TypeScript as language and what changes we will find. What are the changes in the design? If we can identify those changes, all examples of JavaScript we can replace in TypeScript, recreate in TypeScript. Let's see how to create a project. So React TypeScript application. React TypeScript application. So here we open a command prompt and we have D drive some. Okay. E drive. Okay. Okay. I will create a app here now. I'm choosing some of my E drive. Here we have to run the command npx. Earlier, how we are doing npx create React app and app name. So app name is suppose React TypeScript app. That is the app name. And now this time, by default, it will use JavaScript. You have to use the flag template. Template as TypeScript. You have to write like this. The flag template as TypeScript. What is this template TypeScript indicates that now create a React app with language as TypeScript. And remember, for this, first TypeScript must be installed. Already how to install TypeScript we learned, because to practice TypeScript, we install TypeScript. Sometimes people, when they newly set up a system, they directly try to create a TypeScript project without really having TypeScript in their PC. So that cannot happen. So you have to make sure that TypeScript is installed, then you can create. Now, when we define this template as TypeScript, now it is going to create a React application with the TypeScript as language. Libraries. So here, meanwhile, I will give a note here, right? So you can create a React TypeScript application. So React application with the TypeScript as language by using npx. So which is a node package manager with Webpack bundler. Actually, we have other bundlers also. We can try them. So now what is the new in this is we need to just select any drive. Npx create React app template is TypeScript. So once the project is created, everything will be same. Only the point is what? So everything will be same. Only one new concept will be there. What is that? In your project, one extra file will come. Basically, that is tsconfig.json. So if tsconfig.json is there, that means you are having a TypeScript as language. That's important. And here, that means project comprises of files. One is tsconfig.json, TypeScript configuration for project, and dot ts for contracts templates, dot tsx, this is for components. If you are creating a contract or if you are creating a template, then we have to use that. Contracts have which file? .ts, and the components will have .tsx. Rest of folder system is same. Public, src, app.ts, app.tsx, and index.tsx. All are similar. So in that TypeScript configuration, you can set up into which JavaScript it should translate, and which JavaScript means into which JavaScript means version of JavaScript, which module system it should use, all rules of TypeScript also. In some projects, what they do is they mention the rules like for variables, data type is not required. If data type is not required, how? Based on what value you initialize, the data type will be determined. So let's check this now. Let's check this in the project now. Oh, template properly not created. What? I'll do one thing. By mistake, I used, suppose, okay. So actually by mistake, I given npx create React app, React TypeScript app, and template. I given only one hyphen, I think. The flag is missing. Yes, now it is perfect. Here, one hyphen is missing. Right. Hyphen template. I will delete this 190 drive. Actually, that create app I just run to check the version is correctly compatible or not. Right? That is not required. npx create React app, React TypeScript app, and template is TypeScript. Above, I just used that command to check the compatibility of, because I installed so many days back that TypeScript and Node to check the correct compatible version is there or not. So many times one question is asked like TypeScript can make strongly typed. Strongly typed means we can restrict data type like number, string, and all. Is it possible with JavaScript also? Because sometimes why you are using TypeScript, if anyone asks, some people answer like TypeScript is strongly typed. That is not only the reason. TypeScript is not just the point for strongly typed, it is for OOP features. All OOP features which leads to good dynamic polymorphism, code level securities, easy extensibilities. That is the major one. If you say strongly typed, interviewer will ask, can we make JavaScript strongly typed? Can't we make JavaScript strongly typed? It is possible. JavaScript also have a library. Through that library, we can make JavaScript strongly typed. Earlier, React people used to do that before they started using TypeScript. Strongly typed. Actually, they have a library. Now it is outdated. We don't use that anymore. Actually, npmjs.com, here you can search for a JavaScript library called prop types. So here React uh, prop type. Actually, we have React property type libraries are present. So prop types. This is React prop types. These are React prop types are there. So you see some prop types are present. Actually, this prop type allows you to make JavaScript strongly typed. That means you declared one object key, and through prop types library, you can make it string type, you can make it number type. So that if anybody tries to store any another value, it will not allow. So if anybody asks like, is it possible to make JavaScript strongly typed? Of course, it is possible with a prop type library, type library. But this is outdated. We don't use this much anymore. It is outdated. Actually, the prop types, so many libraries are there. So many libraries are there. And these are all prop types libraries only. But we stopped using them because we have a better language which is not just only for strongly typed, which supports all the OOP features, right? So if anyone asks, is it possible to make JavaScript strongly typed? Yes, with a library called prop types. Okay, done. Now let's open this project. So we have to open the folder, file, open folder. This time I generated on F React TypeScript app. And now you can see the new file tsconfig.json. All others, no change. There is no change. Everything is perfect. And you see in tsconfig, all the rules will be there. Will be there. And here your src is same, your public folder is same, everything same. And in src, instead of jsx, you will have tsx. And you see index.tsx. Now, only one extra thing you will see everywhere. What is it? Data types will be coming here now. For example, you see index.tsx. You can see root. I already explained this. Root is using an div. And what is the div data type? It is an HTML element type. I given this in the previous session. That means now all are strongly typed. That is only the point. And let's observe here, when you go to the app component function, everything same. And you observe here, there is no data type for function. Even you don't data type for function, automatically the type will be JSX element. I given this point also in previous session. That means if you create a function and it is returning some JSX, that means its return type will be JSX element type. That means actually you will not find much difference at all. That means you will feel like there is no change at all. But the change you will understand once you start using state, once you are using data coming from API, then how to configure it, how to use it, is all. Compiling, run, and all other rest of concepts are same. No change. That means just what we do, we want to add a component. So same, let's go here in the components. We added a components. So this time we will add some folder. This is a login. And in that we are adding a new file, login dot what tsx, login tss, or nothing changes. Export, so function, so login. And only the point is you don't need to mention the data type. Currently it is void. You just tell what it have to return. So then automatically it becomes a JSX element. JSX element. So just you keep the user login. Just I'm keeping a heading, right? Now we will go into the index, and here we have to import login, that is imported. there will be no change at all in your general presentation. npm what start, your bootstrap will work same, your other styles will work same, all libraries will work same, but only one small change will be in third parties. Any third party you are trying to use, you should be careful. You have to check whether that third party is providing support for TypeScript or not. Almost all third parties are supporting TypeScript. Why? Advantage is, TypeScript language advantage is TypeScript can run JavaScript as it is. TypeScript can run JavaScript as it is. That means in you are using a TypeScript file, but in that JavaScript also can run directly. That is one advantage of TypeScript. That is the reason several libraries are directly supported. Some libraries, some changes we have to do. We cannot use as it is. We have to learn some new things about the library. Now let's see how we can handle this. That means now what we will do, we will learn what are the changes in the TypeScript. Changes in the TypeScript in the sense, so how data binding works. We learn data binding, style binding, class binding, event binding, and we learned about how to use hooks, different types. Just a fast overview we will see. Then you can understand completely how to recreate examples in TypeScript. That we'll see tomorrow. In tomorrow's session, now we will build one project. So first I will show you all the basics repeat. Means fast it is. That means just only changes I will explain. Then you will get a clarity what changes you have to do. Then with that, we can build one project using TypeScript. Tomorrow we will see the changes. Okay, right.